Good. How old are you?
I'm 36.
All right. So we're talking about living apart together, or if you have a question about anything, what do you want? What are we talking about tonight?
Well, I guess I can touch on living together. I totally agree with what you're saying, especially with
Living
this.
apart together.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I guess I would say I totally agree with you. And the reason why I feel I totally agree with you is because you're right. With the way the world is changing, people's tolerance is way shorter nowadays. But like you said, they still want to. It's like, get away from me, but please love me. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
That's real.
um, you're getting on my nerves today, but once my attitude changes, let's go eat. You know. So I don't know if that's bipolar or just moodiness or whatever it is, but if we can just, I, I blame, I blame history. It's been stolen from us, so we take on these identities and these different characters that we see on TV, and no one is really themselves anymore.
I think more than anything else, we just have too much information. We're too overloaded. I mean,
With the wrong information. Yes.
wrong, right. The subconscious brain does not. The subconscious brain doesn't distinguish between good, bad, right, or wrong. It's all information, and this is not a solution for everyone. But just like you said, how many times do you hear people talk about they're in a relationship, but they can't stand the person when they're away from the person and they want to be around them? People today across the board don't want to be in each other's space like our grandparents did. So I don't. The
And
more I
and
started to think about it, the more I started to think this is probably going to. And this is understand something, people. This is a trend worldwide.
mm-hmm.
It's becoming a trend worldwide. So we might as well start talking about it.
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
No, I don't.
Okay. Um,
I
do
have. I
you?
mean, I've raised my sister. I don't know if that counts.
No, no, no. Do you want to be married one day?
I would like to be married one day. Yes, I would like
You
to find a distinguished gentleman and become married.
would you prefer to live together, or would you prefer to live? Would you prefer a traditional setup or something different?
I want a traditional man.
Yeah.
I would love for God to bless me with the traditional man, the
Mm.
with the old antique heart. You know, not this new
Well,
stuff.
well, now my views are various. You know me, I'm a Christian, but I believe that marriage is a natural choice. God blesses us with the 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What you doing to make sure you around these men and the kind of men that's going to pick you if he came into your presence? That's more important.
Okay, I'm glad you answered that because I've been lately. I'm gonna start with the appearance. Right now, I just got my real estate license. I'm trying to build my little real estate business. I have
Traditional
my
men don't care about business.
no. That's not what I'm. That's not my point for saying that. My point for saying is I've been neglecting my appearance
Mm-hmm.
so that I can won't look. I would say won't look homeless or ghetto or whatever the classifications people want to put on women nowadays. I have not presented myself with my appearance to get
Mm-hmm.
out there and meet that type of man.
Okay. Well, then you ain't going to attract them.
Exactly. And so I want to get there. I can honestly say I'm
But
not, you see me now, no, nothing.
but at 36 years old, were you raised with a mother and father in the household?
I will honestly have to say they were a young in love couple, but it turned toxic.
Okay.
It,
Well,
it
so at 36 years old, men are visual.
yes.
Uh, why not? Why just now start to worry about your appearance on the downside to 40?
Now I have to let me answer that as well. I just to make a long story short, I was voted in class of '02. I graduated class of '02. I was voted most conceited. So I used to be very into the heels and the nails and I've attracted a few millionaires in my 20s coming up because that was very important to me once upon a time. But then as I wanted to learn myself and I wanted to dig deep and learn not to be shallow, learn how to be humble, learn how to put God first, learn not to just give my body to a man just because he say he love me. Let people prove, that their intentions is, all of that, you know, I I lost the way of the
Sounds
beauty.
like you just lazy to me.
I have been. I can
Yeah,
admit.
because that was a nice way of saying that I attracted a millionaire. That don't take nothing except having an ass and some titties. That's
Huh?
all that take to attract a millionaire. To attract a man in your 20s, if you're physically appealing, is no different than attracting a man on fries at McDonald's. But I'm trying to understand why so many of our black women feel like walking around with bonnets and flip flops and house shoes and not being physically appealing is the thing to do. It's like in our community, it's like a badge of honor to be busted because I'm deep and I'm not letting no man take advantage. That don't sound like nothing to be proud of.
And that's and I stated all that to say I'm coming out of that. So I'm one thing about me, I am a woman to the fullest, meaning I can admit when I'm wrong, and I can take
Well, the reason
constructive
I reason
criticism.
I'm direct because you're 36 years old. You have no time.
I have no time. You're right. So
So
I'm
so the magic. So like, how tall are you?
I'm I'm I'm
No,
pretty
no, just
short.
no,
I'm
no, no,
like,
no, 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 no. Don't show. No, no. We don't have to do all that.
okay,
Hold the
okay,
camera right there.
okay. I'm doing
Yeah, well, you're doing too
yes,
much
I'm
now.
doing
Hold on. You doing? Hold on.
weak.
Hold it. You're making the camera go crazy. You're doing too
I'm
much.
sorry.
Just chill out. Yeah. Competition is stiff. Men are
Yeah,
visual. You talking about you want an old school man, a traditional man, and you want kids?
yeah.
How many kids do you want?
I want two, a girl and a boy.
You can't pick those. You can only pick the quantity. Then do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
Well, that's the thing. I got my real estate license, so I don't.
Yes or no?
I plan to help. If I'm answering the question correctly, I plan
Well,
to pitch in.
work to pay significant bills, meaning if you don't work, the family's still fine.
Yes,
So you do want to have to work to make sure the family's okay, or you don't want to have
yes,
to work.
yes. I wanna build enough assets, generational wealth is my plan.
We can't be generational wealth. I mean, we just got to pay the rent first. We got black women talk a lot of this shit. 9% of y'all make over $75,000 a year.
Well, I'm
Let's get.
saying I got real estate deeds, so
I
maybe
don't.
I'm
I don't.
maybe
I
I'm
don't care if you got real estate deeds. I mean, you can do that's paperwork. Do you
okay.
have? Do you have it? You have the money in the bank account and the paychecks and the commission checks to support anything?
I'm working on that.
Then no.
Honestly,
Then that's a no. So
no.
see, far too many of our women talk, and I want to build generational wealth. You can't build generational wealth as an individual. You need a husband, and you need multiple things going on. But before that, you got to get a man. And what I'm asking is, how are you going to attract that man if you got your real estate license in the last 10, 20, 10, 15 years, you've just been doing something else at 36 years old when the competition is stiff. And this, according to you, you do want to, what percentage of the, here's a question, what percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime? Out of 100%, what percent do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime?
Honestly, I want my husband to do all of that. If I'm just
So,
being honest,
okay, so you want to be responsible for 0%.
I wanna be responsible for when my husband needs me.
No,
That's
no,
not
no, no,
providing.
no, 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 no. See, at 36,
Okay.
you should be able to answer these questions. I'm asking you, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with your first child? And you say, I want to help. What percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for your generational wealth you're talking about building? What?
All of it. All of it. Just
Okay,
all
okay,
of it.
okay. You're missing the question. All of
I
it means you're
am.
providing 100%. Out of
Okay, can I
100%,
say
out of 100% of the mortgage, the retirement, the car, the college loans, the trips, the vacations, everything. what percentage of that whole number for a lifetime do you want to have to be responsible for?
50.
Okay, that means if you don't work, the family is in jeopardy.
Okay. I'm going to answer this question wrong because I guess I'm honestly not getting the question the way I need
Yeah,
to get it.
the question is, you say you want your husband to be responsible for all of the money, and then in the next breath you want to be responsible for 50%. How about this? Let me ask you right now. If you never marry, right?
Never been married.
No. If you never get married in your lifetime, right?
Okay, there we go.
What percentage of your financial load are you going to have to carry?
All of it.
Right. So if you get married, what percentage of the family financial load do you want to have to carry?
All of it. I don't know. I'm slow. I'm slow, Kevin. I'm sorry. I don't. That's a trick question.
It's not a trick question, ma'am. It's math. If you work, you got to pay all your bills.
Yes, if it's just me by myself.
But if you're
yes.
married, do you want your... So that's a husband. You want to be responsible for all of it. Means you're responsible for what you need, what he needs, and what all the kids and the pets and everybody need. That means
no, I don't want that. If I get married, I want my husband to bear most of the bearing.
What's most of? What's most of?
80%.
Okay, and see, this is the problem. Why is this so painful? Because, ma'am, you're over almost 40 years old, and no disrespect.
Okay.
You haven't even thought about a financial structure. It's like y'all just walk around through life and expecting shit to just happen when it comes to men. So listen.
Okay.
No, I gave you plenty. I gave the basic 2 + 2 is 4 question. So many different ways. And the reality is, y'all don't think about this stuff. Y'all just, because see, what you really think is, when I get married, I want to attract a man and he gonna take care of it all. So I ain't got to think about it. I can live what I'm doing right now and later on. So whatever I got as far as debt, student loan debt, credit card debt, my man, he's supposed to come in and build. And most men don't make that kind of money.
Can I chime in my perspective? Because I don't want to get booed. I don't want to get
go ahead.
I want to get kicked off.
Go ahead.
Okay, my perspective to all of that is just this, Mr. Samuels. Because I've been doing it for so long, my brain is me. Even though what you're about to say doesn't matter, it's all paperwork. But in my brain, from trying to just build or have a lifestyle or whatever, it's been me.
So then why? So when you get a husband.
So if I get a husband, if I get a husband, I honestly do not expect him to do everything what I want.
But you want him to do. But hold on. But you want him to do 80% of it. So that means, listen. That means you go from having to do 100% to take care of you to only having to do 20% to take care of you and some kids and a man. That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what kind of men make the kind of money to be able to take on a wife and have 2 children to where she's only going to have to provide at best 20%?
The 1% of men, a small pool.
Right. And due respect, ma'am, do you think you can secure one of those?
I have. I feel I can. Yes.
At 36 years.
Yes, I feel I can.
Okay, this is where the ranking stuff start coming in. Dress size?
At this present moment with the braids and everything.
No, dress size.
I'm small. I'm like a size 7. 7.
How tall are you?
5'6".
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
I weigh 158.
And on a scale from 0 to 10, from 1 to 10, you can't use 7. Straight out of the shower, your hair, no makeup. What do you rank yourself?
10. No makeup. 10. 10. 10. I guess it's just my confidence. 10.
Take that confidence to a bank account with 0 money and see how confident the ATM give you any money out.
I'm not just to try to
I'm trying to have a conversation with you, man.
I'm listening.
When y'all do shit like this, then it starts making me want to start act a fool. You really
I
think you're
feel
a
I'm a
10?
10,
I don't care.
Mr.
I don't care
Simmons.
what you feel.
I feel like I'm not gonna say nothing less. I don't. You asked me a question.
This is why this is why women like you die alone. You can feel like you're a 10, but man, you're not a 10. A 10 means you're supermodel looks. Well, I mean, it's like women in general, black women in particular, feel like I'm a 10. I'm gonna say I'm a 10 no matter what.
But I don't feel it's just I don't feel in looks though. I don't feel
Well,
it's a
that's the
10 with
problem. But see, that's the problem though. See, how do we get here? You're 36 years old and you ain't worried about your looks.
that's true. I've
And that's
admitted
why,
that.
well, there you go. So you obviously don't understand what it takes to get the kind of man you're talking about. That's why 100%, that's why you got such a single woman's mindset, because the way you're setting yourself up, thinking about, I'm only having to do for me, 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 and not worry about how I look and carry myself. And then thinking that I'm 36 years old, you can just turn around and then I'm a 10 and I'm going to get a man to pay 80% of the, that ain't how that works.
Well, that's why I wanted to get on this call so I can be set straight. I
There's
wanted
no
to
setting
hear
up
it.
straight, man.
I
I
wanted to
mean,
hear it.
okay, but see, you want to hear it, but what I'm not getting is a realistic answer. Do you really think that if I put you next to Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and Rihanna, you in that line of women?
Well,
As far as
I've
looks,
been in the same room with
I
them.
don't care about being in the
Okay.
same room with you, man.
As far as physical
That's what I'm
attributes,
talking about.
no. No.
But that's the question I asked you.
I thought you just said how do I feel I'm a 10. I
No,
didn't
I said, what do you rank yourself? What do you rank your looks?
I thought you said what do I rank myself?
Okay, no,
Okay.
it's the same question. If you watch me, it's the same question.
Okay. As far as
Yeah,
looks,
yes. So at your
no.
face, 1 to 10, you cannot use 7. Fresh face, no makeup, right out of the shower.
6. That's come on now. Come on now. Come on. Give me something now, Mr.
I'm just,
Simmons.
I'm not saying we've already gone beyond. And see, the thing is, one of the problems I find with many modern women is you guys lack self-awareness and humility. I mean, it's just y'all are just like y'all are the shit.
See, that's what I was afraid of. And I wanted to put a disclaimer out before you connected with me, because I pray every day that I work on my attitude, that I work on how I'm being perceived. I try not to talk as much when I'm out in public. I try to ask questions and just not waste too much air and too much breath. So I feel I'm very aware of how I act and how others perceive me. And I trust me. I pray up and down that I do not be one
You
of those
pray,
women.
God ain't got nothing. Okay, okay, but if you
Okay.
want to be married,
Okay.
and you know men are visual.
Yes. I know they're visual. Maybe this
No, I need you to listen. I need you to listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're praying that a man accepts you the way you are.
Okay, yeah, it might be true. You're
That
right.
means the kind of man you want would have to settle.
Ooh. Okay.
I mean,
I'm listening.
I'm listening to a woman that says, I've been in this room. I've been in this room when I was in my 20s. When I looked a certain way, I got this. But in the last 16 years, it's just been whatever.
No, like two years. 2 years. I've been under construction. 2 years. I've been under construction. I've been single for 2 years. I've been under construction.
How long was your last relationship?
7 years.
Why didn't you guys get married?
He wanted to marry me. I wasn't in love with him. I was not in love with him.
So you spent 7 years with somebody that
I found out some things about him
in year 1 or year 7.
in year 7.
Then that makes no sense. No matter how you slice it. That makes no sense. And was he a millionaire?
He was I'm not going to say he was a millionaire, but but he was a general contractor. The business was making millions. The business was making
Business ain't okay, but that doesn't mean okay.
That's all I'm saying.
So you don't. So this man wanted to marry you,
but I felt he was a homosexual. That's why on the low. That's why I didn't want to sleep with him. And I
This is
think
your
that
boyfriend, right?
this was my boyfriend, and in year 7, I suspected homosexuality, and I didn't want to deal with it.
Oh, Lord Jesus,
I
Lord have
know,
mercy. You're
I
going to
know.
World Star. You are good. You are outside of your ever loving mind.
I'm just telling you, asking me
Yeah, year
questions.
7, year 7. So year 1 through 6.
There was some time apart.
Holy
I
Jesus, holy
never
Jesus,
seen the
holy Jesus.
vibes.
Holy Jesus, holy Jesus,
I'm
holy
just
Jesus.
telling you, I'm
No,
trying
man,
to
no, I know you're
trying to
dead
be
serious.
honest.
But the thing is, what I'm asking,
You saying why?
why would you be with somebody for 7 years? I don't care about you. You start suspecting homosexual vibes in year 7. So what about year 1 when most people decide you call him your boyfriend?
Okay. In year
He wanted
1,
to marry you.
let me be honest. In year 1, it was more of a employer employee. When I first met him, I was the employee. It started off as
Ma'am,
me
you
being.
said he was your boyfriend for 7 years.
We dated in that first year after I stopped working for him. We did start dating that first year I met him. Yes, when I stopped working for the company. Only worked for the company for a few months.
I don't care about the work, ma'am. I care about, you said you were in a relationship for 7 years.
Well, maybe I'm getting the word relationship. Maybe my view of relationship and your view of relationship is
What do you mean?
mine is off. Because it wasn't.
I asked you if it was your boyfriend.
Yes, it was my boyfriend.
Was it a monogamous, committed relationship?
It was not a committed relationship.
And it's not a.
It was not committed. It was
All
not
right.
committed. And I
Bless your
say
heart.
that because he was cheating. He was doing what he was doing. It wasn't a perfect. It was. I don't get it, Mr. Senator. Can I just say this? Our relationships aren't perfect.
No, ma'am. No, I don't need to hear any psychobabble bullshit.
Okay.
Did you claim this man as your boyfriend?
I did.
And did he claim you as his girlfriend? That's a yes or no.
No.
So how are you in a relationship?
I was
so how
one
are you
of
in a,
his girlfriends.
No, not sort of. See, when a relationship happens, there's a conversation. You my lady, I'm your man, we ain't seeing nobody else. You don't just go around as a grown-ass person for 7 years without a conversation.
So I guess our relationship was I couldn't see anyone else, but I never caught him doing anything.
Ain't nobody could you call, no.
Okay.
Did y'all have a conversation to where y'all were supposed to be the couple?
Yes, we lived together. Yes, we were a couple. We did live together.
Ooh,
yes.
shit.
We did live together. Yes. Living that together but separate.
How long you been in therapy? How long you been in therapy?
I've never been in therapy.
You need to go tomorrow.
I need to go tomorrow.
Oh yes.
But I'm fully aware of all my flaws.
No. Ma'am, you can't even make this conversation make sense.
Because the relationship didn't make sense.
No, you live with somebody. See, the way you're trying to talk the story is in one half of a sentence, he's your boyfriend. In another half, we're not really in a committed situation.
Yes.
But you live with the motherfucker.
Yes. Exactly.
No, ma'am. No, you.
I'm listening.
And this is the mind you're taking out into the marketplace. Talk about I'm a 10. And I want somebody to pay 80% of the bills for me and my 2 kids through life.
That's what I put myself in. Yes, because it wasn't for love. It was for money for me on my end. So yes, I'm just putting it out
for
there.
For money. Because see, when I asked you why you're in it for 7 years, the first thing that comes out of most of you women's mouth is a reason to why you're not accountable. It was either abuse, adultery, some sort of toxic or undercover gay. Y'all never just say, you know what? I fucked up and chose poorly, and I didn't get a formal relationship, so I don't get any formal recognition. I just wasted 7 years of my life, and I was dumb for doing that. You'll always blame the man.
No, I'm not trying to. Did I try to blame him?
What'd you say? I said, why? I said, what was your last relationship? 2 years ago. How long it last? 7 years. Why didn't y'all get married? He wanted to marry me, so that means he did his part. But I didn't want to marry him. Here comes the excuse, because I suspected homosexual tendencies. And I said in year 1 or year 7, in year 7. So that meant year 0 through 6 was no fucking problem. And if he wanted to marry you, you should have married him if this was a relationship. But in order to not be at fault, you got to somehow blame him in year 7 so he can wash hands of year 1 through 7.
Okay.
Same shit all the time. I know. That's
You're right.
why. That's
I
why
did
people
that.
tune in. I know. That's why. No,
I
but
didn't
that's why
love
people
him.
tune in. It don't
I
matter
didn't
you why
love
you
him.
loved it. You didn't love him, but you lived with him. Did
I
he pay
just
your
wanted
bills?
the money. I
Mhm.
was
Did he pay
young
your
when I
bills?
met him.
Did he pay your bills?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the bills.
Well, okay. He paid your bills. You didn't love him. Fine. You didn't get any commitment out of him. Fine. I just asked. Most women, non-black women, would not live with nobody for that long. They're going, y'all, it's like black women feel like marriage is such a big fucking deal. Y'all have babies and live with somebody and deal with somebody, but you won't marry them.